welcome to your pick a card reading. Today's reading will be to see what blessings are coming in for you. If you're new to pick a card readings, let me explain for you. I want you to take a moment and look between our piles. First of all, we have pile 1 with the Opposum and the Peony. We have pile 2 with the Spider and the Passionflower. And pile 3 with the Trout and Lily of the Valley. Next up, please go to the description and click the timestamp for whichever pile you feel the most drawn to. Take some time, choose whatever pile you feel is right for you. If the reading isn't accurate and you felt drawn to another pile, feel free to come back and pick another pile. Remember, this is a general reading, so not every message will be specific to you, as the reading is for a big group of people who will watch this. On that note, let's go ahead and jump into your reading. I hope you enjoy. See you there. Hello, my beautiful possums. Welcome to your reading. So the card I pulled for you originally was the Possum and the Peony. The Possum card is all about sort of playing dead. You're at this phase where you're afraid of the world. And you're sort of hiding away from the world because you're afraid. So at this time, for these blessings to come in, you need to be careful not to retreat from others. You really need to stop playing dead. That is a big message for you right now. You need to stop hiding away, and you need to allow these beautiful blessings to come in for you. So that was your original Oracle card, and then I went ahead and pulled some tarot cards for you. So I'll go ahead and pull those out for you now. Slide that on over. Alrighty. We have the Knight of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the High Priestess, which I'll adjust these, don't worry, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and the Magician, which 1 second and we'll adjust. Alrighty, pile 1. Let's go ahead and really get into your reading here. So with the Fool reversed, I feel like you've been really held back from these beautiful opportunities that have been trying to come in for you. And I feel like the blessings coming in for you is these sort of challenges, which I can see that the Five of Pentacles as well. I feel like these challenges are sort of starting to clear themselves up, right? You're starting to move on from these challenges and forgive people from your past. And this is all leaving room for the stability that's trying to come in for you. So there's this Four of Pentacles, right? And that is all about stability and security. It's all about like building a home in a stable, safe environment. And I feel like the blessings that are coming in for you are going to allow you to get over all these past challenges, and that's your blessing. You're going to finally let go of the past, and I can see with the High Priestess, you're going to be touching into your intuition and your higher power, and you're going to be really tapping into your generous and sensible side. This is your motherly side, your nurturing side. That's what's going to be coming in for you. All these beautiful blessings are going to come in because you're finally going to be in touch with your own intuition. You're no longer going to be distracted with that with that Fool card. Like, I am super, super excited for you. I can see with the Knight of Wands that you are this very beautiful, free spirit, right? And right now is such a beautiful time for you to break out of the box that you've been closed into. I feel like in the past you've sort of been stuck thinking inside of the box, and you're finally going to tap into your intuition and your creativity and really start thinking outside the box, and you're really going to put yourself out there, and I'm so excited for that for you, because you have this beautiful, rebellious, adventurous energy that's coming in, and you're going to be having so much fun, and I'm so, so excited for you for that. I also feel like if you've had a lot of insecurities in the past, those are going to start really sliding by at this point. I feel like in the past you might have had sort of like self-destructive behaviors, or you might have been really holding yourself back from good things. But I'm really happy to announce that the blessings coming in for you are going to allow you to truly be yourself and be around others And you aren't going to want to hide away from the world anymore. You're going to be confident. You're going to be tapped into your higher power, your inner self. And that is so, so beautiful. And I'm so excited for you for that. So this reading is pretty quick. I'm going to go ahead and hop into your oracle cards for you. So these are for what blessing is coming in for pile 1. So we have sunshine. The sun is shining on you. Career and business growth. Fabulous communication, relationships. I feel like things are about to get really, really good. I feel like the stability could be from a career, or it could be a relationship that you're in. The challenges are finally starting to cease, and you're really at a point where you're very happy and it's very peaceful, and you're communicating well. This could also be with your family, I feel. There are a lot of messages here about, like, being a mother, so maybe your relationship with your family will improve, like a mother figure. Or if you are a mother figure, maybe your relationship will improve with your children. Which that's really, really exciting. Then we have signs. Your future positive direction will reveal itself soon. Any doubts and confusions will soon disappear. I feel like if you've been really wondering what's coming for you and you've been really stressed, and in a way you've been that possum, you've been playing dead because that was better than getting kicked down again. You know what I mean? That was better than getting attacked again. That was better than a predator coming for you again. And I feel like you're finally ready to wake up and stop hiding away from the world and just to truly see what blessings are trying to come in instead of hiding from it. Next up, we have the Spider Spirit. Make your dreams real. Then we have the Swan Spirit. Time for a deep dive. And the Dolphin Spirit. This and that and true. I feel like it's time for you to start focusing on the positive and really start moving on from the past. Remember, no matter how far you move into the future, your past self is still going to be present within you. And your past self, your inner child, is going to be sitting there cheering you on. So as you move towards the new self you're becoming, your past self is still going to be present, and I feel like you really need to find a good middle ground with that and look deep within yourself with this swan here to really tap into your intuition and tap into who you really are. Because I feel like the blessings for you right now is finding that peace in between. You're finally going to be tapping back into your intuition and really getting in touch with your higher self, and that is so, so special. And I feel like this is really going to let all your dreams come true. Anything is possible for you right now, and that is so, so beautiful. Next up we have Pluto and Neptune. Which Neptune is all about stopping self-destructive behaviors. It's about reconnecting to your higher self and the truth of the universe around you. It's realizing that you weren't just stuck in like a hamster ball. I've said this on a lot of videos lately. I'm sorry for that. You aren't like stuck in a hamster ball just like running. You know what I mean? You have the choice to better your life. You don't have to keep playing dead anymore. You know what I mean? You aren't a possum. You don't have to pretend to be dead to protect yourself. You are allowed to change your life in however you want, because your life is your life. And I feel like your blessings are coming back in the form of finding purpose in your life again. I feel like this isn't for everyone, but I feel like some people might have given up their dreams for their family. And I feel like those dreams are finally gonna be able to come true after time has passed and those past challenges, you've overcome them. I feel like you're finally at a stable point in your life where you're able to get back to your dreams and you can't be held back from new beginnings anymore. And I see Pluto here, which is about big change coming your way. This could be a sudden event that has been in the works for some time, or it could be a big ending. This big ending could be in the form of freedom from old structures and anxiety, so that could be freedom from the challenges that were spoken about before. This is also a message about death. Death isn't necessarily death, you know what I mean? This would be the equivalent of like the death tarot card. It's all about how endings bring room for new beginnings, and it brings room for you to rebuild. So your blessings might come in the form of endings. It's going to come in with you closing up loose ties and closing these bad cycles. And from that, you're going to be able to rebuild this beautiful, stable environment where you can really just be your best self. Some things that might be important for you or that you might notice signs in are tridents, seashells, water lilies, boats, dolphins, bats, bones, graveyards, dogs, cypress, ivy, or the Grim Reaper. Which I could see that with Neptune and Pluto here. Dolphins especially, because that comes up with Neptune and the dolphin spirit. Next up, I have 2 little affirmations for you. When I'm tuned into energy of abundance, I become abundant. And when I merge my desire with faith, I can take action from a place of peace rather than control. I feel like you might have been somewhat of a control freak in the past. And this is sort of the universe's way of telling you to let go of that control for once. Let them take the wheel. Let your higher self take the wheel. And sort of bring back purpose in your life in this way. Let the world take control and really bring you to where you need to be. Because no one knows better where you need to be more than your higher self. And if you release that control and let your intuition kick in over your head or your insecurities, I feel like it could really bring you to such a beautiful place. And as you get in tune with this beautiful, abundant energy, you have the ability to manifest your dreams and to make all of your biggest dreams come true. And I'm so, so excited for you for that. So yeah, that's all I have for your reading today. I really hope you enjoyed, and if you did, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. I'm trying to do a tarot reading a couple times a month, so if you would like to see some more from me, go ahead and like and subscribe, and they'll be on my channel. If your reading is accurate, go ahead and comment down below and let me know what you thought of it, and let me know what pile you picked. I love you guys, and thank you so, so much for hanging out with me, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye, guys. Hello, my beautiful spiders. How are we today? So, today I'm going to be starting out with your Oracle card. This is the card I picked out for each pile for a card to sort of represent you as the viewer. So, the meaning of this card is all about the balance of light and darkness. So you can see the heavy contrast between the spider and these flowers. And you can see the spider is just so patiently weaving her web. And she has to weave her web around these flowers and around so many obstacles that are in her way. And you can see that she is so talented and so intelligent and so clever. And she works so hard to be able to spin this web. And I feel like that is very similar to you. You're very patient, and you're able to overcome anything that is thrown your way because you're super adaptable. You're very clever, and you know exactly how to get out of every bad situation that is thrown your way. And like the spider, I feel like you're a beautiful manifester. You're the type of person who can manifest anything that you vision. So the spider is visioning her beautiful web, and she's putting in the work to get to her dreams. And I feel like you know this very, very well. You're always right in the middle of that light and dark energy. You're right at that perfect gray spot where you're patient, but at the same time, you know how to get things done. And you're overcoming all these obstacles that are being flung your way. And I love that for you. So next up, we'll go ahead and hop into your normal tarot cards. So first of all, we have my blend has the Magician in reverse, which these will be adjusted, don't worry, I know they're messy. The Five of Wands in reverse, Four of Swords in reverse, the Empress, Ace of Pentacles, and Ten of Cups in reverse. 1 second, I'll get these fixed for you. Alrighty. So, I see with this Empress that you have this very beautiful energy, right? You might be a mother, you might be like a spider weaving her web and being like a homemaker. That doesn't mean you have to be a woman. This could just mean you're a homeowner or you have children. But this is very feminine energy. It's about homemaking energy, nurturing energy, things like that. And I can see with this Magician in reverse that you're someone who can manifest anything you dream of, but I feel like something is holding you back. And I feel like your blessing might be in the form of I feel like your blessing is in the form of the release of the blockages in your life. I feel like you have talent that is being wasted right now. And you might finally tap into that. You might tap into the creativity that surrounds you. And you might finally stop wasting that. And you might stop letting yourself be held back from these manifestations, from all your dreams. I feel like you might be in a period of recovery with that Four of Swords. And you might feel so exhausted and so beat down. And I feel like you've really been through it lately. The Ten of Cups reverse is the Ten of Cups is like the happiest card you can get, right? And that's in reverse right now. So I feel like you're in this very rough period of like disharmony and disconnection from your dreams, and you aren't on the right frequency or vibe to manifest the things that you want. But I feel like here soon you're going to find peace, and that's what your blessing is going to be. This blessing might come in the form of avoiding conflict. This could be domestic conflict within the home, possible work conflicts, things like that. But I feel like there's going to be truces made with the conflicts in your life, and you're going to be relieved of all the tension that is filling up your life, and it's going to leave room for new opportunities, and it's going to clear you of the blockages that aren't allowing you to manifest the beautiful things trying to come in for you, which is super, super exciting. Next up, I will go ahead and hop into your oracle cards. First of all, we have the Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. Crow Spirit, co-create your spirit. And Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibilities. This is messy, messy, messy. I hate trying to keep cards straight for readings. They drive me crazy. So the blessing for you right now is anything can happen. Like, you are being so backed up by spirit. I feel like it could do you a lot of justice. Get in touch with your spirit guides and meditate to figure out who that is, or get in contact with someone about figuring out who your guides are. Because spirit is here and they are so ready to help you and help you relieve these blockages. They're so ready for you to be open to all these possibilities, and that is so exciting that you have so many spirits, or maybe even one spirit, but you have so much beautiful energy that is just so ready for you. And it seems like the whole world is rooting for you, quite literally, because you have this creative energy that shouldn't be wasted, and you have the power to manifest anything that you dream of. So don't let anything hold you back from that. Next up, we have sexuality. Existing relationships could find new passion and heightened sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and a good family life are strong, but if single, beware of temptation that could lead to trouble. A child will also bring great joy. I feel like that could be that domestic conflict that I mentioned sort of balancing itself out. So for some of you, it could be a problem within your relationship, and maybe that disconnection is going to be realigned by a possible child, or maybe you'll choose to realign this connection because of children, or it could just be that attraction improving itself again and really sort of spicing your life up again. And this might sort of pick up the pace of this like stagnant period that you've been stuck in. Next up, we have tough and trying times. Tough times ahead, think long term, make decisions accordingly, avoid negative people at all costs. So this reading isn't negative. I made very sure this was a positive reading. And I feel like this was a message from the past where you're just now getting over these tough and trying times because you're surrounded by negative people. And your blessings might come in the form of releasing these negative people, releasing people who hold you back from your dreams and from your manifestations, and from people who are greedy or possibly might trick you. Which that's super, super important. Nothing is more important in life than surrounding yourself with people who are uplifting to you and people who don't drain you of your beautiful energy. Next up, we have travel. Long distance communication will open up your life, exciting experiences for singles, and career advancement for others. So some of you might be workaholics, and that sort of might be something that blocks you as you work so hard that it sort of holds you back. But I feel like you took a period of recovery that has really allowed you to catch up from your burnout, and this might present itself with new opportunities. Nonetheless, I feel like you aren't going to be held back anymore. Next up, we have Lilith, Aquarius, and Uranus. So Aquarius is all about sort of hiding away in your own world, which I feel like that is something super important for you because I feel like other people sort of, like you're the spider, right? And I feel like other people like have a broom and they just keep like beating down your web. And I feel like the blessing for you might be relieving yourself of other people and sort of cleansing yourself of their emotions, of their energy, and loosening up for a while. A lot of you are my workaholics. And I feel like this is time for you to sort of loosen up and get crazy. You know what I mean? Like, we have that card that anything can happen right now. So right now, you are so protected by spirit, which I can see that with Uranus too. Like, everything is screaming right now that you are protected, and right now is the time to take the damn leap. Like, you can be as crazy as you want right now. Well, not too crazy, but you know what I mean. Now is the time to take a leap and be rebellious and just have so much fun. And I'm so hyped about that for you. Like, I can see with Uranus that you are free of limitations. And you're free of, like, ideas that are stuck in your mind of what is possible. So you might have yourself trapped in this little box, right? And you're sort of telling yourself that, for example, my web can only go so far. But Spirit right now is protecting you and urging you to take the leap and realize that your web is going to catch you. Your web stretches farther than you could ever imagine. And that's so beautiful. I feel like it might be important for you right now to sort of take a step back from all of this and get a new perspective from it and take a break from it. So, for example, if you're working really hard on something, you know how they always say to like take a break for a day and walk away from it? Like, that's something super important for you, that you take a step back and appreciate yourself more and appreciate what you've done. And I feel like that's a blessing for you, is that you're finally going to be able to take a step back and really look at things from a new angle. And then we have Lilith, which Lilith is all about standing up for yourself and continuing to push forward. So despite your nest getting knocked down, not your nest, but you know, your spider web, you keep going. I feel like you're sort of a venomous spider. You have the ability to destroy the people around you, but you choose not to. You're that empress, you know what I mean? You're very nurturing and caring. So you choose not to hurt the people around you, which is so important. And you have the strength to walk away from these situations and to be the better person. And I feel like this blessing might be walking away from these people who bring you down and walking away from situations that aren't healthy for you anymore. And instead, you're going to be walking towards the goals that you have. Or if somebody else has set dreams for you, I feel like now's your time to break free of those and to follow your own dreams instead of the dreams of someone else or their expectations for you. Just remember, right now is the perfect time for you to just take a leap. And I'm so excited for you for that. I will say there are a few signs for you to look out for. That includes silver, orchids, the blue apatite crystal. You might want to spend some time looking at the sky and appreciating it. Storms and lightning could be important, or electricity. Cats, especially black cats, owls, crescent moons, snakes, or wands. These are all messages I could see with Aquarius, Uranus, and Lilith. So keep an eye out for all of those, sort of look for signs from the universe in those forms. Next up we have your affirmations. So we have, I trust that my powerful intentions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become reality. And I accept that good things come easily and I am a super attractor. So this is all sort of just confirmation that you are a super manifester, and anything that you can see and visualize and dream of is ready to come in for you, and that is your blessing. All of your dreams are ready to come true. You just have to open yourself up to them and get ready for that. And that is so beautiful, and I'm so hyped for you. I think that is all I have for you today. If you like the reading, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. I will be doing tarot readings pretty frequently now. So if this is something you enjoyed, go ahead and let me know down below and let me know what pile you picked, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Okay. So I was going to introduce you guys to this reading by saying hello, my beautiful Trouts, like I did everybody else with their cards, but I felt kind of weird about that. So, welcome to your reading. I'm going to start out by sort of giving you some insight on this Trout and Lily of the Valley card. So, the Trout and Lily of the Valley is all about purification, right? So, trouts are always in water, and this is all about keeping your sort of ecosystem in balance and keeping it pure. This is sort of a message that a blessing come in for you is that difficulties are subsiding and the pollution in your ecosystem or the toxicity in your life is sort of starting to subside, and your happiness and health is starting to restore, which now is also a good time for you to sort of take time and look deep within yourself and see what you can release to get rid of this pollution in your environment. So yeah, that's super cool. Next up, I will go ahead and get into your tarot cards. We have the Ace of Spells, which is the Ace of Wands. Don't worry, I'll fix them. The Three of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Knight of Swords in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse, the Emperor, Six of Swords in reverse, and Two of Cups. Give me 1 second and I'll get you working on it. Okay, so I feel like big things are coming in for you right now. I feel like in the past you might have had a tendency to sort of be aggressive or sort of impulsive and really jump into things quickly. You might have even been sort of arrogant, and in the past I feel like with the Six of Swords in reverse that you might have had difficulties in moving on, or you might have been sort of the type to run away from your problems. And I feel like what's coming in for you is sort of this balance where you're going to stick to one place and you're going to really commit to your beliefs, and possibly in a relationship you'll make commitment. That won't be for everyone though. And I feel like you're going to finally stop running and really face your problems. I feel like you're going to begin collaborating with other people, and I feel like there's someone you might share your biggest dreams and goals with. And I feel like a partnership with this person might bring new confidence and new passion to something that you're working towards. I do see a possible male figure coming in, and we do have the Two of Cups, so this could be unity or a possible soulmate connection. This won't be for everyone though, but and the Hierophant's there, so that could also be a marriage. So there is a definite chance of a stable relationship coming in, and that could be your blessing. This might be someone who balances you out and sort of purifies your life and weeds out that toxicity. And I feel like this new beginning where you're finally making a commitment and getting a stable environment will sort of spark your enthusiasm for life again. And I feel like you're going to be a lot more confident. You're going to have a lot more energy. This is all so cute. I'm so excited for you. I feel like there's a message here for you to sort of move away from the past. But don't run away from your problems. I feel like a good way for you to get over the past would be to actually go back to it. Instead of just running away from it, taking time to yourself to really look at your past and look deep within yourself and be sure that you're happy with where you are. Make sure that you know what you want right now. Because I feel like there is structure coming in for you. There is somebody coming in who is very protective, and I feel like this is a time where your goals are all sort of starting to come true, and you seem to be very sure of what you want, because things are speeding up and happiness is finally sort of starting to come back for you. Next up, we have your oracle cards. So we have the Turtle Spirit. Slow and steady wins the race, which that's all about like slowing down and realizing you don't have to be the fastest to win. The Otter Spirit, you are never alone. The Koala Spirit, Spirit has a plan. And Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries. So I feel like there is a new connection coming in here with the You're Never Alone. This could be a soulmate. I really am getting that vibe. Sorry, don't maybe one of those tarot rings would be like, you have a love coming in, but it does sort of look like you do have a romantic opportunity coming in for you. I would say with this connection, it is such a blessing for you, but be sure you're setting healthy boundaries no matter how healthy of a connection it is. Make sure to keep your boundaries very healthy, you know what I mean? Make sure you take time for yourself, make time for your partner, make time for your family, for your other friends, you know what I mean? Make time for your work. Set boundaries that are good for you. And know that even when things get scary, that Spirit has a plan for you right now. Spirit is here to help you move on from the past and to sort of keep your ecosystem balanced, which is so amazing. Next up, we have the Nature card. Interact with nature in the outdoors, around animals, farmlands, or by the ocean. This will be good for the soul and healing for you. I feel like with your Trout, right? I feel like water could be very important to you, so maybe go somewhere where there's water and take time just to yourself to really meditate and look deep within yourself and just sort of take time to decide what you really want and maybe to think of ideas or find inspiration. I feel like you might be really creative and you might go in nature to get sparks of creativity, and I feel like a blessing for you might be writer's block or art block or whatever creative blocks you've been experiencing are sort of starting to get released. And I feel like the new person's come into your life might really help with that. So that's awesome. Next up, we have Assert Yourself. Go for what you want. The time is right for soulmate connections. Birth of a child is also likely. So those of you that don't want kids, don't take that as you're having a baby, okay? For some people, maybe there is a child involved. You know, that's none of my business, but this isn't going to be for everyone. Birth of a child could also be like the birth of an idea or the birth of a fertile environment or a stable home. That could also even be someone that you will in the future have children with. Personally, I'd take that as like just the birth of new ideas and like planting a seed and watching it grow. So planting our ideas and watching them grow into something beautiful. Next up, we have 4th house and Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is all about being a well-rounded individual, right? It's all about having interests and hobbies. So I feel like a healthy boundary for you to set would be making sure that even if you get in this connection, you have time for your creative hobbies, because you aren't you without those hobbies. Without them, you lack the fulfillment that you need. And you can be clingy, you could be aggressive or pushy or arrogant, and you could even become a burden to the people around you. So make sure you remember your hobbies even when you're in a relationship and you don't abandon them. Because even though they aren't currently your priority, that doesn't mean they weren't your past self priority. And you should honor that and really take care of the things that you love and take care of yourself. On the other hand, be careful not to do too much. I feel like if you're taking on a commitment for the first time in a long time, or you're just getting into this commitment, you might be spreading yourself too thin. You might be still trying to keep up with all your old habits and sticking to that same routine while also being in this relationship. And you don't really want to budge and make a new routine, but eventually you will have to, so you don't burn yourself out. Eventually you have to make the choice of, do I want to spend time with my loved one, or do I want to do my 52 hobbies tonight? You know what I mean? Or you might have to learn how to like merge them or do something new so that you don't burn yourself out and so you can still take good care of yourself. Then we have that 4th house card. This is about Cancer, the zodiac sign, the moon, the water. The water is super important to you. I feel like you're my water sign group for sure. Either a water sign or my fire signs. Sagittarius is fire sign, right? Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm half asleep right now. But this is an important time for you to spend time with your family. That is a very beautiful blessing right now, where you can sort of spend time with your family and get in touch with where you came from. Some of you might be moving back into a childhood home, or moving somewhere that your ancestors once lived. And this is all about like sort of cleaning and decorating your home and making a new secure and stable environment for you. A blessing for some of you could be a new house coming in, a new living environment, possibly moving in with this partner. But there is a very important message here about like not losing touch with your roots and keeping in touch with your family, or possibly getting back in touch with them. I feel like it would be important right now with these blessings to sort of thank your ancestors for them and to learn more about your ancestors while you can. So if there's like a family member that is older than you who knows a lot about your ancestors, or if maybe you've even had the urge to like go on Ancestry or something and look into your heritage, now would be a really good time for that, because I feel like you'll realize there's a lot of significance with that and what is going on in your life right now and the blessings that are coming in. Another thing right now I will say is keep a lookout for red flowers. They could be a sign for you right now. Also, sage could be important, so could books, antlers, or horses. So that's all about the nature environment, and books could be an important hobby for you that maybe that's a hobby you don't want to let go of. So you might sacrifice that time that you spent reading every night for something new with this partner. Just make sure you don't let go of something important like learning or maybe even school just because you're with a new partner now. Remember that Spirit is here to look after you, and there are a lot of people who are willing to work with you, and I feel like this partner has similar goals to you, and I feel like you'll both be putting in equal effort, and that will also include setting healthy boundaries on both ends, and I'm sure they will 100% respect that you want your time to read your book or to do whatever like creative hobby it is that you have, which is really cool. Next up, I have, when I'm connected to Spirit, I feel a sense of certainty, magnitude, and ease that I've never known before. I'm patient knowing that whatever is of the highest good is coming to me, and it's good to feel good. I feel like you're the type of person who might sort of feel guilty for feeling good, but know that right now you're safe to feel all the emotions that you're feeling. I feel like that your ancestors are looking out for you at this time, and the blessings for you are just sitting back and being patient and really embracing what is trying to come in for you. Remember that the highest good is coming in for you, and that is your biggest blessing right now, and possibly a soulmate connection. I hope you guys enjoyed your reading today. That's all I have. If you did, go ahead and leave a comment down below letting me know what pile you picked. And if you really liked the video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to try to do pick a card readings probably once a week, but for sure a couple times a month. So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.